అందరికీ నమస్కారం. I'm here because of my teachers, my colleagues, my friends, my parents, and my family. I am grateful to all of them. I am really grateful to this university. This university gave me many things. I don't think I have given enough returns, but the university gave me many things. I am grateful to this university. My friends here, very distinguished, 4 colleagues. Vice-Chancellor, Dr.B.R.Ambedkar Rao. I am happy that he gave me this opportunity of publishing my articles, 2 books. 5 years back, a collection of articles published by him when he was Vice-Chancellor for first term. During his second term, the 6 articles published by this university is because of his initiative. Maybe I have taken some liberty as a student. I have taken some liberty, and when 5 of my articles are to be published, I said I would like to write one more article that may be autobiographical. About this book, in all 6 articles, the 3 arguments I advocated are the 3 issues I focus. I would like to share with you. The first is, there is a need to re-emphasize the importance of public service nature of open and distance learning. So Dr.B.R.Ambedkar is referring to why on this 23rd we wanted to release this book. I requested Dr.B.R.Ambedkar to get it released on 23rd of this month. One of the reasons is, last 20 years, since 2003, United Nations is celebrating June 23rd as a public service day. So I thought that we have to re-emphasize the importance of public service nature of ODL. If you see 60 years of history of ODL, 1962 to now, 60 years, broadly you find 2 trends. One is, ODL is considered as a public service activity. But unfortunately, ODL also is considered as a private profit-making activity. It is a public service activity and also a private profit-making activity. Some of the institutions are starting ODL programs to make a profit. It is very interesting that Professor Raghupan is emphasizing the importance of public service nature of all public institutions education. Interestingly, even public service-oriented institutions, that means public universities also, are starting ODL programs to make money, to make resources. If you see the financing of the ODL system, it started as a public funded activity. Then it became a self-financing activity. Then it became a resource generation activity or profit making activity. So my first focus is, all of us must be concerned about the public service nature of ODL. It has to serve the public. That is the importance. When we are looking at our university, it has made a very significant contribution to the public service. As a public service institution, the university has made a significant contribution. That's why I have dedicated this book to all those who believe in and work to make ODL an effective, inclusive public service. This is my first argument. Here, I would like to request, the chairman is there, Chairman State Council, and Vice-Chancellor can take some initiative, because this university has a long tradition. 82, this university was established. In 1962, the ODL was called as a correspondence education. In 82, it became a distance education. It became a multimodal system. Open University heralded a new era in higher education. So our university, all of us can feel proud We are all engaged in a public service activity. We are not engaged in a private profit-making activity. That's how people working in the institutions like open universities can feel proud of it. Here, the university has a good infrastructure also, and Vice-Chancellor is taking special steps to develop this good infrastructure. It can become a ODL hub in India. Particularly in Telangana, it can become a good ODL hub. The State Council can take some initiatives of supporting the university to become a ODL hub. When it becomes a ODL hub, it has a training center, it has a research center, it has a long history, it has a good infrastructure. It can be a ODL hub which can generate or which can act as an access for the movement of, for the development of ODL in Telangana. So the State Council can take some measures and Vice-Chancellor can initiate it. This is the first argument. My second argument, it is, if you want to be a good public service institution, institutional resilience is very important. Institutional capacity to deliver goods, institutional capacity to achieve its vision and mission is very, very important. That's why I am looking at this institution must develop the competencies to use the technology. When we are looking at the technology, I agree with Professor Ragopal when he said technology has two dimensions. Technology has positive dimension, technology has a negative dimension. I think it is Harari who said, philosopher Harari who said, technology as a tool, as a servant, it is very useful. Technology as a master is very bad. Technology as a servant and technology as a master. When we are talking today about the artificial intelligence, it has many advantages. As you know, ChatGPT, people are talking about ChatGPT. That means tests can be created by the computer. The test can be created by the computer. Somebody said the artificial intelligence is like an atom bomb. Atom, it can be used for many positive purposes also. It has many destructive roles also. So the technology, the institution must develop capacity to use the technology. Secondly, institution must develop moral strength to use the technology properly. Its capacity to use the technology properly, its moral strength to use it properly. This is also very, very important. So institutional resilience is very, very important. This is possible only when all the people working in the institution must have that sense of institution. I think in the morning Professor Ragopal is referring to the Chester Bernard's theory of authority. Chester Bernard, in his functions of executive, he characterized the executives two types. One type of executives are organizational personalities. Second type of executives are private personalities. Organizational personalities and private personalities. Organizational personalities focuses on mission and vision of the organization. Private personalities focuses on what we will get from that institution. Not that what we will give to that institution, what we will get from that institution. So, the second aspect of institutional resilience, as all of us know that changes are taking place very fast. But our capacity to change ourselves is very slow. This contradiction is there. In the society, changes are taking place very fast. But as our capacity is very low, institutional capacity is very low. Suppose you see the last 40 years or 50 years or last 10, 20 years, if you see the changes are taking place so fast, and are we able to adjust to these changes? That is the important dimension. My third argument in this book, Professor Zakapani, I think, has rightly focused on the importance of, when I quoted John, the debate, the quote, we do not learn from experience, we learn from reflecting on experiences. My third advocacy is, all of us must become a reflective practitioners. When I say all of us must become a reflective practitioner, suppose you see you are engaged in the development of learning materials. And if you reflect on that, that reflection is very, very important. For that reflection, you must have openness. If you are very prejudiced and you think that what you are doing is only correct, you will not be able to improve. What is the city now? I think the institution is also opting for NAAC assessment also. What is this NAAC assessment? NAAC assessment is nothing but you are doing things in a particular way. Are you doing things in a right way? Or is there any better way of doing these things? This is how the appraisal of our performance. So, reflective practitioners, all of us must become reflective practitioners. And this reflection at the macro level, meso level, and micro level. When I am saying reflection, reflection on the broader system of ODL. We must be able to understand what is this ODL, how this ODL came, and what is the philosophy of this ODL, what is the methodology of ODL, is it different from other forms of education? Today we are talking about a blended mode and all those things. You see, reflection at a macro level, broader view. Reflection at meso level means your own work. You may be engaged in developing learning resources, may be engaged in providing tutorial services, may be engaged in some other activity in the Open University. So at your work level you have to reflect. The third level of reflection is reflect on yourself. That is a self-reflection. Do we have the necessary competencies? How we can develop the new competencies? How we can equip ourselves to undertake our activities? So this self-learning and self-reflection is very, very important. These are three arguments in all these 6 articles. I know that. See, my own concern, and I am very happy when Vice-Chancellor has agreed to publish it. This is published as an open access book. Today what we are looking is knowledge is open. Open educational resources. I had the fortunate opportunity of in 2002 participating in a Paris UNESCO conference where knowledge is considered as a public property, as a public asset, as a public wealth. So open access book, the idea is let us reflect on that. Not that you see the many new things are there in this. You may be knowing all these things also. Not that many new things are here. You may be knowing all these things also. But if you reflect it, certainly you can make an improvement. See, your idea is the whole NAAC approach also is assessment is, the whole idea is how do you improve? To improve. And if you reflect, you can improve. So reflective practitioner is the only way of improving the performance of the institution. There is no other way. There is no other way, reflective practitioners. So I am very happy for this opportunity. My own message, if at all, my friends also were telling, see, when I wrote my autobiographical account, I may also apologize, it is something about personal, I wrote about all those things. What I felt is, see, from all these things we can learn something. We can learn something, or we can unlearn something. We need not do it in the same way. You see, my own approach is, when we promise something, we must deliver. If we promise and we don't deliver, I may become impatient because my impatience is a functional impatience. So if at all, my message is only my message. In 3 words, I conveyed my message. That is, you see, the sincerity of purpose is my message. If the sincerity of purpose is there, all the other limitations can be tolerated, can be accommodated. So if the sincerity of purpose is there, institutions will grow. I am again thankful to all my 4 colleagues who spoke very well of me. Even though I don't deserve all those things, they are very generous. And all of you also for patiently listening. This is also, listening is a more difficult job than speaking. And all of you patiently listening, I am thankful to you. Thanks to the Vice-Chancellor and thanks to all of you. Thank you very much.
So thank you very much, sir. We have almost came to close. Yeah, yes.